everybody, how you doing today? I'm doing a client session here. Going to be remote viewing into their energy world. Their goals are around spirit guides. So naturally, we're going to be looking at who are their spirit guides, what do they have to say, and all that good stuff. This is a 15-minute session, getting to share it with all of you publicly as requested. I want to thank you, Jess, for this opportunity. I'm going to read what you wrote here, get in the zone, and we all get to learn something from you today, navigate the spirit realm together, some wisdom, some healing, some learning, all that good stuff. Okay, so you say this. Anyone out there? Can anyone hear me? Hello, guides. From my precious entourage, who of any of you would be able to say, hey girl, hey, and give me some helpful guidance from you to me? Please, and thank you kindly. And as I duel, I am vaguely asking the universe and my soul selfie, made of goo and guides, who may or may not be here helping me now or not. Am I doing a good job reading this? It's epically written. Okay. As usual, I will accept anything you wise woman called Abbey, who's so not normal. It's so true. Whatever you can connect to for me, from my heart to yours, I'm seeking some wisdom indeed. If I have an entourage of guides and helpers who and what on earth chose to guide me this earth walk, I wonder. Brave are you who guide me, as I am a mess of a human, and being is not my jam, but I'm stuck in this lifetime till further notice, so life advising anyone you who. Help me! Okay, with love from me to you, and thank you kindly, wise ones, who I adore to the moon and back. That is you, Miss Abbey. Yeah, you. All right, thank you for that, Jess. You're freaking awesome. I'm going to close this up. Now we know your goals. We all know. I'm going to put my eyesight on here, blocking out the human world, exploring the darkness. Okay, stepping into the quantum field here as we speak. Wow, I'm instantaneously nervous and vulnerable. That has nothing to do with me. But the first energy that I pick up on is nervousness and vulnerability, especially here at the throat. It's kind of like walking into, let's say, a sauna, right? You could walk into a sauna and the air is so thick with heat, it overcomes you, you know? So I'm stepping into the quantum, but I'm stepping into your life path, your goals here, visiting with your guides. And the first thing that I'm hit with is this vapor of discomfort. Then I experience frustration. This is your guides to you because you're not stopping to go silent and to listen. So all of a sudden, the energy now, you're silent and you're listening. I can't say that's easy. Anguish, especially in the sacral chakra. I know right now we're looking at these kinds of pinball machine details, but we're going to get there here with your guides. I have to navigate these frequency patterns, reorganize them, and then we can start having clarity, okay? I still feel nervous energetically. Your aura, your energy field is nervous. As confident and self-expressive as you are, it's interesting, it hits the throat, and look at you go, like you're such an entertainer. When you speak, when you share, there's a creative voice that is very unique. People don't talk like that. You talk like that. It's a talent, it's a gift. And yet the sacral chakra, the sacredness of who you are, the throat, the voice that you carry and how you express yourself. These are really vulnerable chakras here. And yet they're strong chakras. They're part of your talent. So it's interesting how we teeter-totter between our strengths are also our weaknesses. I have that too. Like my perfectionism is a strength, but it is a heck of a weakness as well. And so we have to navigate our strengths. And then what is the other side of the strength? It carries weakness. So let's say that your self expression could also prove to be your asset and yet your greatest vulnerability. You might challenge people with this. Okay, so I said what I need to say there. I'm still sitting in this sacral chakra aches. I feel like a red token, just hear me out. It somehow goes from this shoot here, which is the throat, and it goes on down the chute. I don't know if that's a play on words, like, oh, shoot. Okay, well, it goes down the chute and it goes right on in here and it doesn't go anywhere else. This red token just sits there and it creates this aching sensation. Wait a second. Because it belongs in the root chakra, it's your ground that you stand on. It's your identity, is your strength, is your pathway forward. You embracing yourself is your solution to everything. Do you see how your guides are talking to me right now? I can't access this navigation without their guidance, okay? And it starts with, whoa, this is uncomfortable in here. Let's navigate these energies. All the while, they're the ones helping me navigate these energies, helping you to navigate yourself in the silence that is then welcoming their support instead of feeling just disconnected or not understanding how they're supporting you. They're clever just like you are, okay? They're outsmarting you. It's you're going to have to raise the bar of your cleverness to really see how they're working with you because you're clever enough to see it. All right, now that we've done this, I'm like, okay, I see the red token falling into the root and you're embracing the ground that you stand on. You're embracing your life path is full of your identity and your identity is top notch, okay? So your identity is not less than, it's more than you give it credit for. I have to tell you that, okay? Energetically, that's how this is playing out. All right, so give me a moment. You don't want to see your first guide. It is startling your heart because this is about authenticity. This isn't convenient mind stuff. This is the way that love authentically feels when it's its richest. Is a threat to your ego or a threat to perhaps the self-worth that went there down instead of up. Because if you're this loved, what do you do with that when it comes to your worth and value in society, let's say? Your idea of what that looks like or how the world has trained you to believe that it is or whatever. This first representation is very nerve-wracking on the heart, and we're going to fix this, okay? I literally am going to call it, we're going to fix this. I don't use that word very often because I can fix this. Because you want to fix this. It starts by crying. It starts by being angry. It starts by feeling abandoned and alone. It starts with the confusion. Authentically, because it's nice to transform the serious truth to the lighthearted. I do it too because it helps me to keep my glass half full, right? Instead of like, if I have to live in the seriousness of the barren truth, I'm dead. See, there I go. I just said it funny instead of be like, if I have to live with the, barren truth, then I'm dead. That's horrible. Okay, so it's too horrible. Okay. So we're reducing the funny, the freedom of joy, okay, and laughter and lightheartedness and how that does the trick, okay? And we're bringing it on into this barren, serious wasteland, okay? So you can feel the raw connection with love that is present for you, and you are ecstatic to find out what it looks like. This presence that guides thee. Okay. You're made out of straw. You're still working through getting out of the way of yourself here. You're going to project an illusion of what this guide actually looks like so you can start from somewhere. It basically looks like a handsome man from any ultra love story, and he's got a bouquet of flowers for you. He's there's like this chivalry about him. I mean, he's not a knight as in he doesn't wear any armor, but he's a knight in shining armor. Just his presence is made out of pure love. You're the only woman he sees. The rest of the world could fade away, but as long as he has you, then he is alive. Otherwise, he is dead without you. And then your mind transforms this into, it looks like I guess, a refrigerator, a rectangular prism that's robotically communicating and auto projects a matrix bouquet of flowers for you. And you say, "Am I doing this right?" And I say, "Yes, you are, actually." Because the part of how you allow information to be received is you have to start learning how to silence the requirement for it to be a certain way that you don't even realize you're doing it. The more plain and dull and neutral, the more authentic the representation will be. My guides are asking me to look at this energy in my own way, not through you and your aura, but through just my own way of doing things. So we're learning about your dynamic and your relationship, why it's you're having a hard time with the connection. And we're working on that. We're fixing it. So I just need to say one more thing before I look through my own lens. But this is a premonition of sorts that you're going to be fixing some. I don't like that word, but I'm going to use it because it keeps telling me to use it. You're going to be fixing some of your mannerisms, fixing some of the inhale and the exhale through your chakras, which gives you confidence in yourself. So, what is lacking confidence, you're fixing that behavior to become more confident. And literally, you're fixing yourself. Is that is that mean to say that? But these are the things that you want to work on to actually have that wholeness that you seek, because you truly are already a very whole person because you're alive and you're present and you're awake. You're not monotone. You're not just driven by the same old routine that sucks you inside of itself, or you're not really animating your own body. You're very alive. That's an ultra compliment. And you want to be more alive in the wholeness of who and what you are. And so you're fixing what denies you that. Now you are correcting it, like fixing a car engine so you can drive it. So you're fixing what is I don't know, these distances that you're not meaning to create. You're fixing it in order to propel yourself forward with the life you really want to live. And it comes back to you, and confidence and ground and identity and voice is all your talent, is all working in your favor. Okay, through my own lens, what's this energy look like? Okay, this really surprises me. This energy is, I'm going to start by describing it. It's distant, it's in the dark, it's depressed. It looks like a snake that has no innards, and it's a huge, like, Jurassic anaconda. Like a pile of laundry. It's just lying there in a pile of itself with no insides. There's something strange about your exchange, almost like you give life to this form, but you denying yourself your own gifts then suffocates this form from its own vitality. There's a bonded exchange, you're bonded buddies, but you're circulating the energy back into yourself instead of realizing you're the sunshine that gives life to even your guides. Because you never thought of it that way. Not your fault. Nobody's fault. You're supposed to be aware that you're sunshine that gives life and vitality to the spirits, the humans, the animals, the trees around you. You're living sunshine. In all dimensions, you are living sunshine. I can't bring your light to this anaconda. You bring your light. You would have a hard time seeing that because you still live by the structure of ideas of what spirit guides represent. That you are a life bringer. So in a way, you are the ultimate spirit guide for our planet. So who guides the spirit guides of our planet? Who guides the sunshine? You should see God as your spirit guide. You have a lot of soulmates who love being around you, and you give life force to them when you realize the life force of who and what you are. So I'm going to linger in this for just a minute here because I want to. Am I allowed to? My guides say that this anaconda is a sacred part of your identity. It's a profound and sacred, ancient part of your identity. And it is being born within yourself like a little seed planted. And this is guiding you. A part of your profound self that is ancient is returning to your heart and is guiding you. The one guide you need to know about is this one. Also, to know more about your identity and who you are and what you bring to the planet, what you bring into this world. So, now we know. Thank you for this. Thank you so much for this. You're wonderful. And thank you for sharing with others here. If you're listening and you would like me to take a look at any of your questions, I'll take a look at the energies and share a profound message with you and shift the energies that need to be shifted and empower you however I can. That's what I came here to do. You can book a session at my website at abbeynormalswisdomquest.com. Have an awesome day, everybody.